Island TV presents the first televised Haitian Heritage Month town hall with Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava, featuring Miami-Dade District 1, Chairman Oliver Gilbert, District 2, Commissioner Marlene Bastian, moderated by Tamara Belliard Rodriguez. But first, she is celebrated internationally for her advocacy on behalf of Haitians in Haiti and abroad. Her recent segment on Island TV, True Story with Dr. B, was a fan favorite. Please welcome to the stage, Dr. Bertrude Albert.
Good evening, everyone. Bonsoir tout le monde. Welcome to the first ever televised Haitian Heritage Month Town Hall. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight from the new Island TV studio. We are broadcasting from the heart of Miami-Dade County, where we will be joined by our special guest, Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava. For a night filled with culture, discussion, and community empowerment. As we celebrate Haitian Heritage Month, tonight's event is especially meaningful because we'll be highlighting the contributions and the concerns of our vibrant community. Before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge the team that has worked so hard to put this event together. Thank you to the Island TV team and to the mayor's team for your commitment to ensuring that we have a great event. I also want to thank Fred Belliard, Island TV's CEO. We have with us elected officials that I would like to recognize. We have tonight Chairman Oliver Gilbert III from District 1. We have with us Commissioner Marlene Bastien from District 2. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Haitian Heritage Month is a time where we get to celebrate our vibrant culture. We celebrate our powerful past. We celebrate our resilient people. And now more than ever, it's imperative that we remember who we are and we remember what we stand for. It's imperative that we remember the legacy, the powerful legacy our ancestors, they left behind for us. Toussaint, Christophe, Dessalines, Lamartinière, Sani Belair, these heroes, they cried out, "À bas esclavage, vive liberté," and the world was never the same. During the 18th century, slavery fueled the world's economy. There was no end in sight for it. Now, granted, there were rebellions, revolutions, resistance, acts of courage, because deep within the hearts and the soul of every single enslaved person, there was a desire for freedom. But slavery had the upper hand. That's until 1804. In 1804, our ancestors, they won the Haitian Revolution. They declared independence and they abolished slavery forever. When they did this, they struck a decisive blow to slavery, to white supremacy, to colonization, to racism. Our ancestors, they did the impossible. They defeated the three world powers of their time, the French, the Spanish, the British. And these three world powers, they had the best military, the best armies, the best navies in the world. But our ancestors weren't afraid. They, with courage, stood firm and they declared freedom is for all. When our ancestors did this, 1804, there was a chain reaction. By 1807, Britain, one of the leading slave trading nations in the world, they abolished the transatlantic slave trade. And soon after, other nations, they started to follow suit. This was not a coincidence. Haiti struck fear in the hearts of slave owners. That's why years later, Frederick Douglass, he wrote and he said, "The freedom that you and I enjoy today is due in large part to the brave stand taken by the Black sons of Haiti. striking for their freedom. They struck for the freedom of every Black person in the world. Our ancestors, when they did this, they created the first free Black republic in the world. They created the only nation to be formed because of a successful slave revolt. They created the first nation to permanently abolish slavery and the transatlantic slave trade. The first nation established in Latin America and in the Caribbean. And after our ancestors gained their independence, they gained their freedom, they began to fight for the freedom of enslaved people across the region. When you look at Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, so many other nations, they were established because of the critical support Alexandre Pétion gave to Simón Bolívar, the man known as the liberator of Latin America. Simón Bolívar, he said that Haiti was the true author of our liberation. Ça, c'est Haïti. So, as we make this transition, I want to encourage you all in something. When we look at heritage, when we look at this legacy that is left for us, there are three things we ought to do. Celebrate it, reflect on it, use it. Celebrate it every single day of the year. We don't need a month to remind us to talk about the powerful story of our people. Canal Pat Campé, Canal Pinwed. Every day we can talk about the strength of our people. We need to reflect on it. When we reflect on the strength, on the beauty of our heritage, we'll realize that our heritage is something that's shared. Our heritage is an indicator that our liberation is bound together. Haitian diaspora in this room in Miami, in the United States, we are bound together, not only to each other, but we're bound together with the Haitians that are in the homeland. My time here is done, and with that, I would like to invite to the stage the chair of Miami-Dade County's Board of County Commissioners, Oliver Gilbert III.
I'm Oliver Gilbert. I'm the chairman of the Board of County Commissioners. And first, let me just acknowledge and ask you all to give a round of applause to my mayor, your mayor, the mayor of Miami-Dade County, Daniela Levine Cava. She is truly a mayor for all people and all people in this county, and I appreciate that. I appreciate her leadership and I appreciate her service. Also in the audience, my good friend, my colleague, Commissioner Marlene Bastien. You all give her a round of applause. You know, it's wonderful that we're here during Haitian Heritage Month. But as I listened to the doc, what I was sitting there thinking was, it's not you who need to remember Haitian history and Haitian heritage. It's you who need to remind everybody else. Because without Haitians, America couldn't be America. Without Haitians, Miami-Dade County couldn't be Miami-Dade County. Sometimes we get caught up in celebrating very specific people during very specific times. I have an idea. Let's celebrate Haitian heritage, Haitian history, and the Haitian contributions to this county and this country year long. Because when we do that, we'll understand the true impact of Haitian Americans on this country, on this county, and on this world. I appreciate your service. I appreciate you being the magic in the city. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your service. And I look forward to the event. Thank you all very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Commissioner Marlene Bastien.
Please, for the board chair, I'd like you to give a big round of applause for the first ever female mayor in Miami-Dade County, the greatest, Mayor Daniela Levine Cava. Haitian people, our people of love, our people of courage, our people of resistance, and that we believe that we will continue to fight, they will continue to unite, they will continue to stand up so that we can create a Haiti where all its people are able to live free in peace and security. Nou ta remè ça? Eh bien, Badongo, bravo. So, work with us so that we can continue to build a strong, resilient, inclusive Miami-Dade County. Merci.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is a seasoned businesswoman, philanthropist, author, community advocate, and the Senior Vice President and CFO of Island TV. Please welcome Tamara Belliard Rodriguez.
Good evening. Haitian Heritage Month is not just a time for celebration. It's a time for reflection. A time to honor the struggles and triumphs of the past and to look forward with hope and determination for the future. Tonight, as we engage in this important dialogue, let us remember that we are all part of the same community. A community bound together by shared values, shared experiences, and a shared vision for a better future. This evening is about you, the community. The questions tonight are pre-selected, and I will have a couple of my own. Bonsoir tout le monde. Bonsoir tout le monde. Événement ça, son célébration moi héritage haïtien. C'est pour communauté attendre magistrats parler et pour communauté gain opportunité poser questions tout. Nous gain traduction simultanée pour moun qui te choisi option ça. Now to the main event. I would like to welcome to the stage a relentless advocate for our community, driving initiatives that address everything from affordable housing to climate resilience. She has been working with the Haitian community for over 40 years. Please join me in welcoming the Mayor of Miami-Dade County, Daniela Levine Cava. Mayor Cava, this is not an interview, but it's a dialogue to engage with the community. Welcome to our new studios.
It's great to be with all of you. Bonsoir tout le monde. This is the first ever Haitian Town Hall in my administration, and I'm so proud to be here with Tamara to be in this brand new studio, the first opportunity here. And in addition to Tamara, I want to do a special shout out for Fred, who helped put this event together. Thank you so much. Well, we have over 100,000 residents of Haitian descent here in Miami-Dade County. We are rich. We are rich because of the great contributions of these wonderful people. 4.2% of our county's population, the second largest immigrant group in Miami-Dade County after Cuban Americans. So that is so significant, and you are having a huge influence. It's part of my important work. I'm so proud to work with so many Haitian leaders to support Haitian businesses. We recently put our money where our mouths are, and we dedicated $11 million to support outreach and social services specifically to our Haitian American communities, led by Haitian organizations like FAM and Sandla and many others, and to work directly with media to get the word out to our Haitian brothers and sisters about what is here for them. We also are looking for more contracts for our Haitian businesses with county government. So we're excited about that too. And we're partnering with our taxi drivers, thank you, and our jitney drivers, because we need to do everything to improve our transportation, because really the only answer to traffic is transit. So we're really excited for this lively conversation. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, Mayor Cava.
Thank you.
We're going to set the stage with some statistics. You gave us some statistics, but I'm going to share some to put some context to the conversation. In 2022, the census estimated that the Haitian ancestry in South Florida was 340,000, which is a 10% growth in the Haitian Americans in South Florida. We also know that in Miami-Dade County, the population is a little over 100,000. And this is in the 2022 census, so that doesn't even take into account the Haitian nationals that have arrived with the humanitarian parole program. Within this community, there is inequities. We know that. We know that there are health inequities. We know that there's trauma that also exists that we don't often talk about. So our first question is going to come from Dr. Tamar Pierson, a native of Haiti, a transplant to South Florida. She's an associate professor of doctoral clinical psychology, an author, a researcher, and an entrepreneur in the mental health sector. Dr. Tamar?
First of all, thank you so much for hosting this and for your time this evening. So, as you mentioned, according to the census, there were some statistics. Miami has the highest concentration of Haitians outside of Broward County living here in the state of Florida. With May being Haitian Heritage Month and Mental Health Awareness Month, it's important that I share stats prior to asking my question. The 2020 census states that, essentially from the Health and Human Service Department, suicide was the third leading cause of death in the Black community, specifically looking at individuals aged 15 to 24. Black females in grades 9 through 12 were 60% more likely to attempt suicide. This was of 2019. And the rate of suicide in Black men, 4 times greater than that of Black women in 2018. So as one who's in the psychology sector, my question to you, would you please speak to what the city of Miami is doing to address the inequities as it relates to mental wellness, mental health care in the Haitian community? Please, Mayor.
Yes, thank you so much. Such a critical issue. I think whenever there's a tragedy, people become more aware of an issue. And certainly the pandemic brought out even greater awareness of mental health needs. And we see people struggling across all ages and across all cultures. So we have worked really hard in my administration to bring more attention, awareness, and services to mental health using a no wrong door approach. Wherever you go in county government, you will be served, you will be directed to the resources, and to get the word out in the Haitian community, the partnerships that I described, we go to the radio stations, we work with Vanessa Joseph to get the word out, we work through our commissioner, Marlene Bastien. We're doing a resource fair coming up with churches, and I'd like to just recognize our leadership in the room that addresses this, so you can also speak to them after. Sonia Grice is our director of our Community Action Human Services Department. Thank you. Thank you, Sonia. And that is a department that has within it our social services, all of our social services. And we want to make sure that everyone gets access to the help that they need. We know we do not have enough mental health care, so we have to really work hard. Also, in our police department, we've added a crisis response unit that is multidisciplinary. And through those calls going out, they are preventing violence and without incident. So we're helping people in crisis when it rises to the level of a 911 call. We have a designated person in my office addressing mental health, disability, and older adults. And so we're here for you. We want to work with you. You are an expert, so let's talk about how we can partner with you to do even more in our community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to move into economic growth. Access to resources and information is vital for the community to grow. Sometimes there are the opportunities for the Haitian community is not aware of.
Yes.
And by the time it trickles down to the community, it's too late. Our next question comes from Jasmine Lee Marrero. She's the Regional Sales Director for Clarity Technology Group.
It's a pleasure to be here with you, Mayor, and also with Tamaga. It's a lovely event. I wanted to focus on revenue, as that's something that I talk about most of my day. Considering the significant talent and entrepreneurial spirit within the Haitian American community, what initiatives is our county implementing to provide them with equitable and sustainable funding opportunities? And I have a second question, but I'd love to just pause there for you.
Well, thank you so much. And I do want to mention that we have a hotline at the county 311 for all county services. It's trilingual, more than that. So we want to really get the word out for any kind of help that the county offers. 311 is your direct line, and also 211 in partnership with the Jewish Community Services to answer about broader community services and needs. As far as economic opportunity, I have created the first ever Office of Equity and Engagement to make sure that we have equal opportunity, and also a new Office of Innovation and Economic Development. And I'd like to introduce to you Anthony Bonami. Anthony, there he is right behind you. He is our small business manager, and he is helping our small businesses through the Strive 305 program. You can find it online. Virtual classes, access to loans and grants, technical assistance, marketing. We've already helped over 10,000 businesses, and with Anthony's leadership, we're going to get the vast majority of our small businesses. And to get to the Haitian community, we partner with HACOF, the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce. We also go out through these different networks to get the word out, because we know it's hard for people to find out about these things. So we are really working overtime to make sure that people can hear about these services.
So we're going to move on to immigration, which is a hot topic, an important topic. We talked about the recent influx of Haitians that have come to Miami-Dade County, South Florida, and Broward. There's estimates from immigration lawyers that there's been about 80,000 in Miami-Dade, about 90,000 in Broward. And so we do have a lot of Haitian nationals that are looking for work permits, that are trying to integrate into the community. There's concerns about the price hikes with their airlines. There's concerns about the immigration policies. There's concerns about TPS. So the next question is, what insight can your administration, what's your approach on immigration policies and the implication that it has on the Haitian diaspora, particularly the Haitians in South Florida?
Yes, thanks. And I want to say that part of what makes us so unique and special is our diversity, our inclusion. We're 50% foreign born in Miami-Dade County. And I pride myself, and I think we can all be proud, that we are a welcoming community. So that is what I try to communicate. I've been frequently in conversation with the federal government, with the White House, with Secretary Mayorkas, to press for better opportunities for Haitians to come here, to provide more support services once people are here. And we were successful in getting more money for emergency food and shelter. We were successful in allowing those funds to be used for a longer period of time. We work together with many immigration serving organizations, all under the leadership of our Office of New Americans, another new office that I created. And we have Kathy Bird Carvajal with us here. Kathy is our director of that office, and she could tell you more about those programs. And it's so important that we fought for temporary protective status to be extended, and it was. We fought for communication directly with our Haitian leaders, and that did happen. And we are going to continue to fight to make sure that when people come here, that we are able to meet them and their needs and get them into the workplace and help them with housing and other basic services. So these are free services through our Office of New Americans. And again, if anyone wants to know more, they can call 311.
So I think it'll be important for the staff that you've mentioned to introduce themselves to the community so that folks can know how to reach them for these resources that you're mentioning. Yes. And I also appreciate the fact that you talked about your interaction and your conversations with the federal government, because a lot has to happen with the federal government. Yes. Not everything can be done here at the local level. So thank you for mentioning that.
Yes, and I would like to add that our hearts are breaking for what is happening in Haiti. And it affects all of us, whether you have family members there now, or you were from Haiti, or you just care about what's happening and the humanitarian situation. We know 5 million people are suffering from food insecurity in Haiti. And I want to acknowledge again our Commissioner Bastien, who is leading the way to provide relief efforts through the county. She's bringing legislation that will allow county employees to donate their leave time, which gets converted into cash to support those in Haiti who need help, and also to gather and send necessary goods and resources. So we support her in that effort, and we know we need to do everything we can as people are suffering.
Okay, thank you. We're going to take a quick break. Be back and to talk about housing. Mayor Calva, we're back from the commercial break, and during this town hall, which is the first, and hopefully the first of many, we're not going to be able to address all of the issues in our community, particularly the issues of the Haitian community. But one issue that I think is really important for us to address today is housing. Recently, I had a conversation with the Homeless Trust, and they mentioned that the face of homelessness has changed. It is mothers that have lost their jobs and now they're living in a shelter. It is families that had a circumstance or a health issue and now they're living out of their cars. What are some of the initiatives that your administration is taking to address homelessness and affordable housing in Miami-Dade County?
Housing is our number one challenge at this time. It's truly a crisis. And I believe that housing is a human right. So it's not optional. It's something that we really have to work together to solve. And we have been aggressively pursuing it, particularly in the last 2 years since I declared a housing crisis. We have 32,000 units of workforce and affordable housing in the pipeline. We have 68 housing development projects underway. We have prevented 27,000 households from being evicted. We have an eviction prevention program that includes a group of different legal programs, including the Haitian Lawyers Association. And also Miami Workers Center, which is in the House, is part of that effort. And I would like to introduce to everyone Dolores Hawley, who's the director of our Office of Housing Advocacy. There's Dolores. She is receiving thousands of calls and helping people to avoid eviction, be relocated, find assistance programs, everything that we can think of to do. And so we also provide to landlords who have multi-tenant buildings, smaller apartment buildings, grants. We give them grants to fix up their buildings, to renovate them, to make them more resilient, and to keep the prices low. And for those in condos, we have a special fund for special assessments up to $50,000, 30 years, zero interest. So those are a few of the things that we're doing. As far as people, once they unfortunately do lose their housing, the Homeless Trust is our partner and does an amazing job with outreach and engagement and is working hard to build the housing that is needed to transition people off the streets. And like you say, so many different reasons, including working people. People cannot afford. The rents, as they say, are too damn high. And the housing costs are higher than any place in the country compared to our income. So cost of living has skyrocketed, and we are losing our workforce. People are leaving because they cannot find a place to stay. And that is not good for them, and it is not good for us either.
And so we have an elderly population here, so the most vulnerable, the families, the elderly population. So again, tell us about how we can protect these high rental costs for the most vulnerable population in our community.
Yes. So Florida law does not allow us to control rents. It does not allow us to dictate to landlords what they spend. So we have to do it through incentives. So for example, we're redeveloping public housing that is in disrepair and building back the same or more number of affordable units and adding some market rate that can subsidize the other. We give incentives to landlords to bring down the costs. We have county land that helps to bring down the cost. We're working aggressively to build those 32,000 units. We also are working with our business community, our private sector. They understand that without a place for their workforce to live, they cannot have their businesses succeed. So it's a shared effort, but we have to do more. And hopefully we'll have a bond initiative in a couple of years that will include the public's investment in building more. Rents have been somewhat stabilized through these efforts. We're beginning not to see them go down, but to stop the acceleration. But to buy a home is still quite out of reach, and so many cannot afford the housing either. We're also building more smaller units, shared units, being very creative in how we can help people. I want to mention, we have something called the Passport with all of the services available through our county. And this is our Haitian Creole version, which we have available for people when they leave. And it lists many of the things I've mentioned.
Where can folks find this?
Well, it's out here in the lobby, and I hope it's online.
Yes.
Okay.
And what can people find in the passport? Information, phone numbers?
Yes, absolutely. And a little, of course, this is the Creole version, so I can't read it. But it does have phone numbers.
Information, right? Information
about
is
the program,
power,
who's
right?
eligible. And also another thing we're doing is helping people make their homes more resilient to storms and flooding and heat. So we fix roofs, we put in the windows that withstand storms, many, many renovations to help people stay in their home. And solar, we also have a major program to, and solar is critical because it brings down the cost of energy.
Mayor Cava, thank you. We're not going to be able, as I mentioned, to talk about all of the issues, but this was a good first beginning. And we hope to have you again in the community to talk to folks in the community, particularly during Haitian Heritage Month. So we thank you, and I don't know if you have any last words for the audience and the people watching at home.
Thank you so much. Merci. Okay, I just wanted to say a word in conclusion to thank everyone for being with us here tonight, and especially to our wonderful hostess and for her inaugural event, the very first Haitian Heritage Month Town Hall with Island TV. So it's been really a wonderful conversation. And as we close out this month, let's all remember that year-round, the contribution of Haitian residents makes our community richer. Yes, wave that flag. I am fully committed to continue to work alongside our Haitian leaders to build more resilient and equitable communities where everyone can prosper and thrive. And we will ensure that our Haitian small businesses succeed and grow. And we will help new immigrants to find their way, and we will celebrate our diversity and our inclusion. And we will make information and services easier for people to find and access, and we will continue to partner with Haitian media outlets like Island TV to ensure that everyone is aware of our county services and to stand with Haiti. Yes. To build back this strong, vibrant country to its greatest and full potential. There are many things we did not get to talk about tonight, but it is equally important in the work that we do each and every day that we can ensure that everyone can be safe and thrive in Miami-Dade County, including the Haitian community, and to make historic investments as we have started to do in infrastructure to make our county future ready. We are converting septic to sewer to keep our bay clean. We're protecting our neighborhoods from flooding. We're expanding our transportation system, and we're keeping everyone safe. We're also protecting our precious environment because here in Miami-Dade County, our environment is our economy. We're investing in housing at a record level and good paying jobs so our families can afford to live and work here. And we're building an economy that is ready for tomorrow. supporting our small businesses, our workers, and unleashing innovation. So I am so very, very glad to have had this opportunity with all of you tonight. Thank you for having me, and let's keep the conversation going. My door is always open. You've met some of my great staff members. They're here to continue the conversation. We want to hear from you. Any feedback, any further questions and comments. Merci. Bonsoir. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit.
Ladies and gentlemen, as our town hall draws to a close, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for your participation and engagement tonight. Mayor Cava, thank you for your insightful dialogue. And for sharing your perspectives on the important issues facing our community. And thank you to Chairman Gilbert, Commissioner Bastien, and to all of the elected officials, Nessa Joseph, that are here with us today. And to all of you in the audience and those watching at home, thank you for your questions, your passion, and your commitment to making our community a better place for everyone. As we leave here tonight, let's carry forward the spirit of unity, resilience, and collaboration that has defined this evening. On behalf of Island TV and our entire team, thank you for joining us tonight. Événement terminé. Je remercie nous tous pour participation nous et engagement nous à soir. Magistrat Cava, merci pour dialogue là et perspective sur l'importance santé pour tout le monde, accès pour l'économie. Nous tendez en pile d'informations sur l'immigration, logement abordable pour tout le monde et informations sur le transport public. Je remercie Chairman Gilbert, Commissioner Bastien, Madame Clerk, Vanessa Joseph. Un gros merci à nous toutes dans l'audience là, à tout le monde qui a regardé la caille. Merci en pile.
I'm Cindy. I'm studying to become an English teacher, and I love Island TV. Why? Because we are the Caribbean. We are Island TV. We need to reveal our fundamental contributions in America. We need Island TV to reveal our different beautiful Caribbean cultures for the world to respect and understand us better. Grow your business while supporting the only Caribbean television station in Florida. Advertise with Island TV.